Hey guys, welcome to Vocal Production with Ali AMAC McGuire. Today I'm in here with one of my favorite artists to work with, .benzo, and from here on forth we will just call him BENZ. We're gonna record a song from scratch. We haven't recorded this song before today, so you're gonna see our process in live action. And I'm gonna go over it as much as I can, but mostly just enjoy what we're doing. My style of vocal production is very collaborative. I'm mostly here just to inspire the artist. Sure, I'm gonna come up with harmonies and ideas, but my biggest goal here is to make sure that he achieves what he wants to achieve with this track. Sometimes with artists, a take can be taking a lot longer than they wanted to, and you have to maintain the energy in the room and keep them motivated and excited about getting the right take. Now, there are a lot of different ways to do that, and that depends on the artist that you're working with. In this case, BENZ is great. We're here to try anything to see what might work and just get the right takes for the song. So I think that's it, and we can get into it. These are 5 of my favorite plugins to use on vocals. So first we've got the API 2500 from Waves, which is really maybe my favorite plugin of all time. I actually use it as a de-esser on my vocal chain. It has this really cool tone section, and if you use it on loud, as you can see, it has this slope that goes up, which basically means it's turning up the higher frequencies a little bit so the compressor can actually catch them first before like your mids or lower frequencies. So that's how it works as a de-esser for me. And yeah, I just love it. Next, we got the L1 limiter. I use it on just about all of my vocals. It really just helps push your vocals to the front of the mix and really command respect. And that's why I love it the most. Then we've got the SSL-G EQ from Waves. I think maybe all of these are gonna be from Waves. And I use the SSL-G EQ in multiple phases of my vocals, but on my all vocal bus, I like to use it really to kind of smooth out my vocals. I love the cues that it has, and I love the frequency ranges that it has. I also love Soothe, and I use it after the SSL EQ on my all vocal bus after I've smoothed it out to soothe any extra jumping frequencies. It's just a beautiful tool. If you don't have Soothe, definitely get it. And my go-to reverb, Valhalla Vintage Verb, the chorus space in Now with the dark plate preset is absolutely my go-to and what I use on just about every vocal recording session that I do. All right, cool. So today we're gonna be working on a track called Mr. Lonely. So what we're gonna do now anyway, we're gonna listen to the rough and just talk about, like he just discussed, that some parts might change from the rough as we're going through. We'd already talked about this a little bit. So do you remember when we talked about changing the one line in the chorus? Mm-hmm. We gonna do that?
Yeah, the first line I'm gonna keep the same, and then the second part of it I'm gonna change to that. So it changes the flow of the song, of the hook a little bit.
Okay, cool, that sounds great.
I know you don't know me, but tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely. I know you don't know me, but tired of being Mr. Lonely. Girl, I know you don't know me, but tired of being Mr. Lonely. take our time? Can we take it slow? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm tryna hold on. Think we caught a vibe, baby, will it hold strong?
Dude, you do like wobbles on like.
It's like, I know you don't know me, but it's literally the whole chorus
thing,
is
bro,
like,
the whole thing. All right, let's get your mic set up.
I kind of set the height already.
Yes, well.
No, I'm just saying, so you don't gotta adjust the height at all.
Maybe I will adjust the height because I'm the audio engineer and you're the artist, bro.
Listen, we're gonna fight right here in this corner.
Can you please just stand up here really quick?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. All right, yeah, you did it. You did a fine job.
Thanks. I try. I'll be here all day.
Yeah, 100%. Also to note in this course, me and BENZ have a great relationship, you know, so we're always joking.
Always.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get his level. We usually go through the track about 2 to 3 times so he can get warmed up and I can see where he gets louder, where he gets softer, and kind of adjust the gain and understand where the gain needs to be for the whole track. You can hear yourself?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not enough for me to fight this feeling. If I made a promise, girl, then are you willing?
While we're doing this, do you want me to start with that whole entire intro? Like,
No, you can just go and see it forward.
so it's always great to, you know, have a rapport with your client, and they can tell you exactly what they're looking for. And we can, you know, adjust as we go. Just making sure that they're comfortable in their headphones is, you know, one of the keys to grabbing a good recording. Are you ready?
Yeah. No, you don't know me. I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. It keeps trying to control me. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely, girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely, girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely, girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight. Now I'm trying to hold on.
Cool. Did you feel okay in your head on that?
Yeah, that sounded pretty, yeah, I think it was good, level-wise.
All right, cool. You want to run it again?
Yeah.
Control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being me, so yeah. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely, girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely. I know you don't know me. Whole life been Mr. Lonely, girl. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely, girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slow? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. I think we caught a vibe, but it really holds strong. Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love, night. Visit love, take your time, yeah. Visit love, fucking right. Is it love, fucking right. Yeah, I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely, girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely, girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely, girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely, girl.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering, you know, I appreciate that you're trying to mess around with the format and stuff like that, but I'm wondering if we should record without it on.
Let's do a whole take without it one time.
And see how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, you don't know me. I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me, but I'm drowning in the waters on my own. Yeah, I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me. Whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Can we take our time, take it slower? Can't wait for tonight. Now I'm trying to...
Cool, but I don't know that that was the format. When I looked, the retune speed got turned way down.
Oh,
I don't know.
It
It
like 0 or like?
Like it was like 162, like something crazy. So
Yeah.
I think I don't know, you know, how that happened, but I just caught it.
No, that felt pretty.
But if it felt good, let's just rock with that, and then we can try the format after. What do you want to do?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, either one's cool. It doesn't make that much of a difference to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're only putting on 102.
Yeah,
Like you're only turning up by 2 cents.
The only
but
difference really is when I like do weird shit with pitch. That's when I really hear it, when it exaggerates. But other than that, I don't really do that in this song very much.
Okay, cool. But I mean, you know, obviously let me know.
Cool.
So as you guys can see while I'm getting his level, and you'll see on the 610, you know, I'm always checking my input, my gain reduction, and my output. I like to really find the sweet spot of how the preamp, like the character of the preamp. I do that with my plugins and stuff too, really pushing it, not trying to clip, and not trying to have a whole lot of gain reduction. I never want more than like -3 at the most when things get really loud. And you'll see me throughout, you know, changing the input and the output gain as we go through different parts of the song. So as you can see with, you know, me and BENZ, I'm just throwing in like little ideas here and there because I know he's just trying to get to the feeling of where he needs to be. For other artists, we might listen to every take immediately after it happens. You know, it just depends on the artist, what we're doing. You know, we decided that we're gonna punch in one word later. Sometimes we might cut this in half, do a lot of different things. But with me and BENZ, we're really trying to get a big chunk most of the time to keep the feeling intact. And you can see up here in the corner, I'm writing down takes that I like in my comments as I'm going, so I can always remember. All right. So as you can see with us doing the doubles, you know, obviously we're trying to make sure that we're getting the correct notes and we're getting them as tight as possible. But I'm also okay with things not being 100% perfect. It adds, you know, a little bit of texture to me. I'm gonna align them later, and I'll do any extra little tuning that I need to do if I feel that it's rubbing against the lead later. But the feeling is always more important to me. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Feelings.
All right, guys, so now that the artist is out of the building, I can kind of go through, you know, why I did some stuff, and then I'm also going to mix, and I'll tune the vocals and do all kind of the post-production, vocal production that I normally do. But let's talk a little bit about when I was recording and my template. So, well, you can see right here, this is my record track, and if you noticed, I playlisted only on my record track. Any playlisting that I'm doing on my leads or on my background tracks is only for post-production. Anything when I'm recording is just there. It's for organizational purposes. Otherwise, stuff is all over the place. I mean, look, this session is pretty big. I've got a lot of vocals. So if I had vocals all over the session, it wouldn't help me when I needed to find takes, and it's not going to help me while I'm editing here as well. But something you may have also noticed was that when we were listening back, I never listened back on the record track. And that's because even though we were in the same room, I want to be able to hear him through the microphone. So I have my input monitoring on, so I'm able to hear him talk over top of the track. So I pull everything down to my leads to listen back. And if that's not what we choose, generally I put it back. Obviously you can see like I have a few leftover pieces here, but I will get rid of them. I'm actually going to do a save as now before I start editing. Now, as you're going to see as I go through this, you know, I have my leads and then I have my A, B, C, and so on sections. It's pretty clear like these are for, you know, doubles or harmonies that are then doubled and usually, especially in this song, quadrupled. And the leads are for single tracks. Sometimes people will send like all of their vocals to an all vocal bus, which I do in here, but I mean they send their leads and their backgrounds to the same all vocal bus. I don't want to do that because I want to have the most control over what I'm doing. The lead vocals need to stand out from my backgrounds. And like, let's say I put, you know, this lead and all of these ad-libs and stuff going through the same processing, then when those ad-libs come in, the compressor is going to hit harder, and that's gonna turn the lead vocal down, and they're going to be done together, and I don't want that. I want to treat them all separately until I do then go to my all vocal bus and treat them together, and you'll see that as I move forward. If we're looking at my actual vocal chain of what I'm using for recording, I'll run through it really quickly. Of course, I'm going through auto-tune, and as you saw when we were going through it, as he continued to sing, I changed the settings of the auto-tune to fit what I thought sounded the best for how he was kind of hitting notes. Then I go into an SSLE channel. That's actually doing two things. It's compressing and EQing. I'm compressing first, and then I'm EQing. I've got, you know, 10K turned up like 6 dBs, which is a lot, but it gives it that air. Artists really like to hear that. I have 3K turned up 3 dBs, and that really just helps their vocals cut through the beat. You know, like I said in the beginning, one of the most important things is that the artist can hear themselves, and they can feel good, like it's almost mixed already. Just having everything cut through is the most important thing. Then I go into the API 2500, and I use this actually a lot like a de-esser. It has this tone section right here, and when it's on loud, it has this curve. Well, I guess it's more of like a slope that's happening. And what it does is it's actually turning up the highs so that it will hit the highs first, which, you know, a de-esser is just a frequency dependent compressor. So this just acts like that in a way, but then is also compressing the rest of the vocal after that. So when I play it for you, I'll talk about that a little deeper. Then I have the L1, which when I'm recording is not on, but as you'll see as I go through the mixing process, I love the L1. We're going to use the L1 multiple times, and it's really going to push our vocals to the front. And then I have the SSL EQ last with just a high shelf at about 8K. And that's just to bring back a little bit of highs that I lost with the API. Again, like, this just works so well for getting artists' vocals to cut through while we're recording. And it works on just about every genre of music I've ever tried it on. And not many people ask me to change the tone of their vocals. So try it out. Hopefully it can work for you. And then I should also talk about, I'm really only going through one reverb when I'm recording. I'm going through Valhalla, chorus space, and these settings while I'm recording almost always. Occasionally I change them, but you're gonna see that I'm definitely going to dig into this reverb as I start to mix.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
So something I didn't talk about when I was talking about my vocal chain is mentioning that while I'm recording, this is, actually, let's go back to what it actually is. This is at 181, my high pass filter. And again, that's just so the vocal cuts through. It's pretty high, and now I'm probably gonna bring it back, or at least I'm gonna see how it sounds. If it feels better at 181, I'm gonna end up leaving it there.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take...
So now I'm just kind of sweeping through stuff. Honestly, his vocal sounds pretty good right now with the EQ that I actually had on it. He's an artist that actually 3K works pretty well for. It's not really my favorite frequency to mix with generally, but of course it's always what works for the artist for the song.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
So usually on the API, I'll be somewhere between -3 and -6. A lot of times I just really like how it feels at -6. His S's are doing pretty good, so you're not even seeing how crazy the API can like get at some higher frequencies right now, because they're pretty even already, which is amazing.
I know you don't.
But now I'm about to bring in my L1 and you'll see the magic.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
So it's really not touching it a lot, only at some higher parts, but it really just brings the vocal forward. It just It has some special kind of sauce in it. That's the best way for me to put it.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the water.
So cool, I feel pretty good about that. But right now, I'm hearing some mouth noises. So I'm going to duplicate this playlist as well. And I'm going to go to my good friend, mouth declick. And usually I just kind of leave it where it is and see how that goes. To note, what I was doing right here was making sure that, you know, my cuts and my fades and everything were good. I didn't hear anything while I was listening back because, again, this is destructive and you're going to see that. Okay, so that says it only repaired about 8 clicks. I think there's a few more, so I'm going to turn the sensitivity up a bit. Cool. 25 seems better to me.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take a...
Cool. So what I was doing there too is I messed around with the gain, the input gain for it as well to see if the settings that I have and just pushing it, you know, trying to find the sweet spot of my plugins. Sometimes it makes it feel stronger, sometimes it makes it feel weaker. In this case, just adding 0.9 made it feel better to me. And now we're going to start adding in the backgrounds.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely.
And I will actually take the SSL from my lead and put it on the doubles here. A lot of the times I have a different EQ than this, but I'm choosing to stay with it here. And that's why I do it, to kind of keep it consistent. And then I will make changes from what the lead EQ was.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take a...
I'm choosing to go with a faster attack and a slower release to kind of keep them a little more glued and not snap back as much as the lead does, to make the lead stand out and for them to be the backgrounds as they are.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
Cool. And, you know, just kind of tapping it with the L1, you can see when I play it, you know, that the sides are, the left and the right are kind of, you know, going up and down because that's how he did the double. Some are quieter and louder in different sections. I like to use the L1 on my doubles and my harmonies and stuff to just even that out so they sound more solid backing up the lead.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but
a lot of my doubles and backgrounds, when I get to the SSL here, and I do use the same vocal chain on my backgrounds as my leads. My favorite high-pass filter is on this SSL GEQ from Waves, and I'll have it up to 200, and I will probably use that on a bunch of backgrounds here, but I feel like in this song, the lead ones need to take up a little bit more space, and I'll make that decision on every track as we go along.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
So I'm going to be going back and forth a lot with the EQs and the compressors as I go through these backgrounds because I need them to work with each other. And I'm not going to know exactly what EQ is right for each one until everything's happening. So, you know, when I'm mixing and I'm going through this, it's so much about balance, you know, and sometimes I'm going to balance one thing and it's not going to be the right balance later down the line.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. To control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
I'm also going to go back and forth with like the reverbs. I'm thinking that these low, this low octave probably should be a little more dry so it can take up its space in the mix.
Now I'm drowning in the I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely.
You're going to see me doing a lot of copying and pasting because that just helps me get to my point faster. What I just did right now was I decided, because I had this girl part and I had these doubles, so I decided to take, you know, the EQ and compression settings from my original doubles.
Heart keeps trying to control me. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters. Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slow? I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know.
Now the auto-tune of these backgrounds is going to be different than the lead. A lot of the times I'm not melodyning my backgrounds unless the song really calls for it or there's a part that really needs it. I really only melodyne the leads. And I just feel, you know, in this world where things aren't natural, it helps it maintain a natural feel.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keep.
And I say that as I turn the retune speed up to 5.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Lonely girl. Heart keeps trying. Lonely girl. Heart keeps trying. Lonely girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? I know you don't know me, but
Now I'm on the harmonies.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? Can we take?
So I love Decapitator. I love some saturation to give things a better texture and to bring them out, and that's what I want to do with these harmonies right now.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely Girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely.
So now I'm also introducing in some reverb, or some delay, a quarter note delay to be exact. I feel like it's going to take up some space. I'm also now going to go to my reverb because I feel like it's building up a bit and figure out exactly kind of what space I want it to sit in and whether that's I'm giving it too much or it's just about my settings on Valhalla.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slow?
So I can talk about what I just did there a little bit. There's a 2-band EQ here, high and low cut. Go up to like 380 and down to 6K. Just kind of felt right, you know, getting rid of that. Getting rid of the low end, especially he has low end in his voice, it's gonna open up a lot of space. It's gonna make it a lot less muddy. The attack controls the initial attack of the reverb decay. I really like this knob. I feel like the attack knob on Valhalla doesn't get enough love. And I like to turn it up because it just makes the vocals feel more present and in your face. It reminds me a bit of pre-delay, but it's not the same thing. I've got a good amount of pre-delay going on. I really want this reverb to kind of tail off. I'm probably going to end up bringing the decay back a bit, but not right now. And actually, I'm going to put an EQ after it as well.
I know you don't know me, but I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely.
But you know what? I'm not even gonna do anything with that right now. Cool, now I'm just working on the ad-libs, giving it a little bit of extra texture for right now.
You don't know me, I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning.
So this is a moment where I'm actually putting, you know, the reverb on an insert on the track and not sending it out. I'm probably still sending a little bit out because I love me some reverb. But with ad-libs and stuff, I'm trying to make a specific effect only for them. So that's the times when I'm going to put reverb on an insert.
You don't know me, I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, whole life been Mr. Lonely.
So now I'm working on these whisper tracks. I'm going to solo them real quick. So there's a lot of headphone bleed on that because he's whispering so much. I'm going to cut out as much as I can, but I'm not too concerned about it because he's doing a lot of breath stuff in there, and I'm not going to be cutting out the beat here.
Don't know me, I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely.
And it's also going to be so far back, it's just not an issue.
Don't know me, I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, whole life been Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my.
So this whole time I've been listening to these on my vocals, and now I'm going to go to my avatones for a bit. One, just to give my ears a rest, and also to gain a different perspective on what I'm doing.
I know you don't know me. I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me, but whole life been Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl.
Okay, great. So I've got the hook in a really good place. I'm gonna end up, changing the levels still later down the road, but it's time to move on. Again, here I am copying and pasting from my lead, my hook lead to my verse lead.
Only girl, can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong?
I'm gonna make, specific changes for this from that, but I like to start there.
Girl, can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Waters of my lonely girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every lonely girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel like we're only girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love, girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough. Take it tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love in the night, like where I belong. Making love in the night. You slide, you feel like where I.
Cool, so as I'm going, I'm listening to this stuff. You can see that I'm just editing through everything. And now I'm gonna try some automation stuff because it's what I feel. And I never wanna let go of a moment that I feel because of doing something technical.
Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love. Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love in the night.
When you're doing, when you're mixing stuff, making moments is so important. So that's just like a nice little moment for me.
You feel like where I belong. Making love in the night. That's only girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, only girl. Can we take our time? Can we take it slower? Can't wait for tonight, but I'm trying to hold on. Think we got a vibe, baby, will it hold strong? Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough, take your time, yeah. Mix it up, take it off, are you mine? Distant love, is it love? Fucking right, I know you. Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough, take your time. Every time you slide, you feel like where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough, take your time, yeah. Mix it up. You feel like where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough, that's
So this is a great example of the API working as the de-esser now. You'll see in the first time this happens, you know, we're in between the -3 and -6, but when this part comes in, a bunch of S's come in, and it slaps it down to -12.
where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough, take your time, yeah. Mix it up, take it off, are you mine? Just enough, is it love? Fucking right.
So it's doing a great job at catching those.
Where I belong. Making love in the night. That's enough, take your time, yeah. Mix it up, take it off, are you mine? Just enough, is it love? Fucking right. I know you don't know me. I'm tired of being Mr. Lonely. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. I know you don't know me. Whole life been Mr. Lonely girl. Heart keeps trying to control me. Now I'm drowning in the waters of my lonely girl. It's not enough for me to fight this feeling. If I make a promise, girl, then are you willing? What are the odds of us 1 in a million? Cause you know I
So, you know, just copying and pasting stuff, making sure that everything that I'm editing is getting put over so I don't have to re-edit it again later.